What is up guys, Castle here and welcome to my new gaming channel. In today's video, we'll be going over the first in a series of 4 videos designed to explain the basics and abilities of all 4 javelins available to you in Anthem. For those of you that don't know, in Anthem, there are 4 different types of javelins that you can pilot: the Ranger, the Colossus, the Storm, and the Interceptor. And each javelin has their own different abilities and different playstyles. But for this video, we'll be going over the Ranger, which is basically the jack of all trades, which means that it's in the middle ground for nearly everything: armor, mobility, speed, and weapons. The Ranger has access to every weapon in the game, bar the heavy weapons, due to the heavy weapons being designed specifically for the Colossus. The melee ability of this javelin is called Shock Mace, which puts out a mace dealing electrical damage and causing a status effect, which is also a primer for a follow-up combo from allies. And the utility ability is a basic dodge, giving crazy maneuverability for bad situations that you might find yourself caught out in. This next ability for the Ranger is solely dedicated to different types of grenades. The first grenade being a frag, which as we all know, does a big area of effect explosion, damaging all the enemies in one area. The Inferno grenade, which set enemies on fire. Frost grenade, which damages and freezes enemies, priming them for a combo. Seeker grenade, which splits off into a number of different grenades, hunting down and damaging multiple targets. And finally, the Sticky Bomb, which only damages a single target but delivers high damage output. The next ability is labelled the Assault Launcher, which can only use one different type of rocket at any given time. To begin, we've got the Homing Missile, which hunts and seeks out a target, dealing a small AoE effect. Next we have the Energy Pulse, which sends pure energy to a single target, dealing a massive amount of damage. Next we have the Spark Beam, which sends a beam of electricity, dealing continuous damage. Next we got the Venom Dart, which releases a volley of darts that seek out targets, dealing acid damage, which involves a dot damage over time. And finally, we have the Blast Missile, which sends a single missile, dealing huge AoE damage effect, which is very handy when enemies are all clustered together in a bit of a bottleneck. And finally now we have the support abilities. The first one being called Bulwark Point, which allows the Ranger to deploy basically a bubble shield, protecting the javelins inside. Great for big extended battles to allow allies to finish their ability cooldowns. And next we have the Muster Point, which increases weapon damage to all players standing in the zone. This is perfect just for clearing very simple missions with very little effort at all. On to my favourite ability, the Ultimate, which each javelin has a game-changing attack that is capable of changing the tide on the battlefield. Ultimates don't charge as fast as other abilities, so you need to respect certain scenarios that you might find yourself in. Be it walking into a boss fight, for instance, you'd like to have that up. The Ranger's ultimate is called Multi-Fire Missile Barrage, which locks onto multiple enemy targets, unleashing a barrage of high damage missiles to said targets. Perfect for clearing multiples of smaller enemies, opening up windows for the team to do objectives. Or you can target a single enemy, like say a boss, and all the missiles will go directly to that single target, dealing tremendous damage. And that's all I have of the Ranger. I will be covering the other 3 javelins, but until then, I hope you've enjoyed, and if you have, please like and subscribe to the channel. Until next time, peace!